keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Back to you.
The Noles ready to kick it away first. Looking for blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head.
Here's a little room there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. The Tide will get the first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Throwing Russell. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finding an escape route. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He wants to change this route. Russell. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looks it in at the 40. There he goes. Open it up. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Knowles. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes swoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Throwing Russell. Stepping to the right. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They go play action with Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hill. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. In the red area, it's Hill. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Russell. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guy.
Next going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They try to pop a run on the draw. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. We saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Under fire. He's got it way down the field. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Trying to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Could be an alley. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they get him down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively. And even better, getting him on the ground.
The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in a bunch formation. On the ground, it's Riley. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They want to run it left here. Still on his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trading staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Keelan Russell. With the catch, it's Jenkins. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. To the air, it's Russell. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. For 6 more points.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Got it. Breaks into the open. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. Trying to buy time. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs runs it straight ahead and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's past the 30. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. He's still in the move, a last-ditch effort to get some points before the half. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Georgia on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Got a man, it's Robinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be...
Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The short hands, it's Meadows. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Throwing Russell. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell on play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on him. On target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Russell. It's complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. On the run, it's Riley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Riley. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keelan Russell. Back open in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. On the run, it's Riley. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Yeah, nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Throwing Russell. Quickly complete. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. They get to the line quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Sends it back in motion. Russell. This time it's complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go play action with Russell. Looking for an open area to his left. He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Kick is in the air. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. Here comes that Alabama offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Around 2 minutes to go, and this offense has a lot of field in front of them if they want to get into scoring position. Keelan Russell finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He finds a soft spot in the middle, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll send the back in motion.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Russell on play action. Got it in the middle. It's Lindsey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. They'll run it on the counter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and